Welcome students, welcome to another session of your computer science class. I'm Amitabh Ghosh from Great Mission Public School. I hope you all are doing good and I believe that you're watching my videos on regular basis. If you still have any doubt understanding any topic, do message me or comment me in my YouTube channel. But before that, subscribe your channel so that you would be able to quickly view those video links that I have created in a playlist group. Okay, so without wasting our time, let's move on to the practical part of today's session. So we are in a fifth day of your chapter 3, manipulating images using GIMP. Yesterday I already showed you how to have more detailed idea about creating an image using GIMP. So in today's section we would be discussing some basic tools that we are going to use while editing or drawing images using GIMP. So let's start and see what are the basic tools that we are having in GIMP application. Let me minimize this screen. Again, click on Start to open GIMP application window. Scroll down in an alphabetic order and click on GIMP 2.10.20. So it will take a while to load the page. Once it is on, as I said in the previous session, you will find GIMP interface, which is a basic interface of all GIMP version. It is a standard window which has a three main window on GIMP screen. Left hand side is your basic operation tool. Then center part comes your artboard where you create and edit your drawing, and on right hand side you deal with brushes along with the layers. So let me open a new file. Go to file menu, click on new, select the template if you wish to. If you do not, check the measurements of your artboard and then simply click on OK. So you will get the screen of an artboard, which is a white artboard. Now today we will be discussing the basic tools. Now what are basic tools? Basic tools are those tools that are used to draw, edit and make different shapes while creating drawing in your GIMP application. So how to bring or activate those tools? Look at the top portion. I already said this section we called as menu bar. In the menu bar, go to tools, and these three tools are the basic tools that you see on left hand side of the screen. So what are the tools are there? Let me discuss. First one is selection tool. So what are selection tools? Selection tools is used to select the required area or the layer of the image to perform basic task in a different manner. It also allows you to work with the selected region in an image or layer without affecting the unselected region. Now how do we do that? For your reference, I already downloaded an image of Tux. Tux is nothing but it is a mascot of a penguin, which you might have seen in TuxPin application. So I have downloaded that file in document folder. So how to go to document folder? click on File, then click on Open. On left hand side you will find Document. Now when you click on Document, in this area of name you will find tux.png. Now when you click on it, the preview of PNG is reflecting on the right portion of the image window. Once you select this file, click on Open. Now when you click on Open, the page is loaded up and the picture is shown on the screen. Let me close this window. Okay, so the screen is on. Now your first tool, which is a basic tool, is rectangular tool. Now I hover my mouse over here. If you right click and select this option, see the tool, if you drag the section on this particular area over the image, the rectangular part of the image is selected. The same thing you will find from here in selection tool. If you press letter R, it will bring rectangle selector tool or rectangular tool. Again I am saying rectangular tool is used to select rectangular area of an image. If you hover your mouse at every corner, you will find a rectangle portion through where you can increase the size of the selected area or you can decrease the size of the selected area. Did you see that? But if you click on the center part of rectangular box or rectangular tool, you will select a specific portion to move the area of this tool. So every corner of rectangular tool allows you to increase or decrease the size of your selection. Alright, now what is next tool? The next tool is an ellipse tool. Again, either you right click on this portion of rectangular tool, you will find ellipse select. The same ellipse select tool you will find when you go to tools, when you click on selection, and you will find ellipse select, or when you press letter E, you will find the same tool that you are seeing over here. So let me select it from here. Now notice the selection of this tool looks like oval or in circle. So drag this selection and you will notice an ellipse is created in the selected part over the image. In a similar manner, you can increase this or decrease the size of your selection. Alright, now what comes next? Next is free selected tool. Now what is free selected tool? Look over here. What it does, if you hover your mouse over here, free selected tool select hand drawn region with free and polygonal segments. The same tool you will find over here. If you press letter F, it will bring free selection tool. So let me select. Now if I drag the portion of free selection tool, you will notice that it will select a particular area. Let me remove those rectangular and ellipse tool. Now once again I am drawing this portion. Look over it. So according to the choice of my selection, whatever the area I select, that particular area is selected using free selection tool. What comes next? The next one is fuzzy tool. What fuzzy tool does? It selects the contiguous region of the basis of color. Let me check if that tool is available over here. Yes, it is. If you press letter U, you will find fuzzy selected tool. Now what it does, click over here. Let me undo this selection. Now if you Did you see that what it does? So it will select the selected area of the part of an image. Like if I click on the feet of the penguin or tux, it will select the entire feet according to the color selection where same color is available. That particular area is selected. If you notice the other area, it is dark, but if you notice the selected area, it is of same color. So contiguous means those area which is of same color, it will select that particular area. But if you wish to select multiple area, you have to drag your mouse, press left while pressing left button, you have to select the particular area of the image. The next one is color tool. How that color tool you will find over here. Let me check if it is available over here. How it looks like color tool. Is it showing over here? I'm not able to see. Let me check the other area. Okay, so according to your book and the latest software, it might be possible that you might have some little bit of change. So in your book it is showing color tool. However, in this particular environment of Windows, in GIMP 2.10.20, there's a different name given for this particular tool. It says by color select. So what it does, it selects the region with similar color. Let me check it out. Let me undo this option once. Okay. Did you see that? What it does? It is similar to the fuzzy tool, but the difference is that fuzzy tool select all the adjacent part of the image, whereas select by color tool selects all the similar pixel of a selected color from the entire image. Last tool that we used is scissor tool. As the name suggests, scissor tool, it looks like a scissor. Let me check if it is available over here. Let me go to tool selections. So here it says intelligent scissor. However, in your book it says scissor select tool. So if you click on that tool, see that icon of the pointer changes to scissor. What scissor selected tool does? This tool allows you to select shapes using intelligent edge fitting. The area of the image selected using control points. So if I click on the area, it will select the control point. Did you see that? Let me check. Let me move this area. So it is cutting out or selecting the area of a particular portion of the image. Do you see the path of selection? The lines are creating along those dots. Okay. So in a scissor tool, those edges are being selected by the points on an image. So this is the basic tools that we have discussed today. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the text tool, how to write text in an image. So that is it for today. See you tomorrow. in the next class.